everyone. We're going to get started so we can have time for you to visit with your coach and be able to head back out and enjoy this nice evening. I'm Josh Nyquist, the Secondary Program Director, and just want to welcome you to the Fall Sports Meeting and thank you all for coming. We're very excited about the upcoming school year. We've got a number of changes, including some visible ones that you can see. Around our cafeteria, our student council has been working hard for the last few weeks, updating our cafeteria with our school colors. You can see, however, it is not yet complete. So just wanted to throw out a pitch there that we still need some extra volunteers, students, parents, to come out. The next painting days are next Monday and Wednesday. So Monday, July 31st, and then Wednesday, August 2nd, 8 to 4. Our student council members will be here painting, getting this finished up. So I want to encourage anyone to come out and help, and maybe even perhaps as a team, so we can get this finished before the school year. I'm going to introduce our new athletic director, or activities director, I should say, Ben Potinger. He's maybe a familiar face to some of you. He had been our girls varsity basketball coach in the past, and he also was an interim activities director with our former director, Chad Hazelton. So he's been a familiar face here, and we're glad to have him back. So here's Ben Potinger.
I'll start it off. I get a little nervous speaking in big groups of people, but I'm trying to work on that. But I'm happy to be here at PACT, and I'm very excited to get this sports season rolling here, activity season rolling. We'll just dive right in here. So the agenda tonight, we're going to go through eligibility forms, sports physicals, fees, and family maxes. Our school today, how you will register for these activities. Transportation forms and code of conduct, and some MSHSL forms that you will have to fill out while you register. All right, we'll start off with the academic eligibility policy. And that stated that students must make academic progress. They must have no more than 2 Ds and may not be failing any classes. Grade checks will be done once per month, with the initial grade check being the 3rd Monday of the school year. And then it will follow with every grade check to take place the first school day of the month after that. Students that are found ineligible will not participate until they've got their grades up. The first ineligibility will result in missing 1 contest that they're eligible. The second offense will result in them missing the next 2 contests. And the third will disqualify the students from participating for the remainder of the season. The ineligible student will come to the game, or is encouraged to stay after school to get the grades up or attend practice. They must not participate in that practice. They can sit on the bench for home games in casual attire, not uniforms. They may not travel with the team. In the event that a student does not meet the requirements and has an active individualized education plan or a 504 plan, the student's case manager must be involved with determining eligibility. All right, let's go to the next form. This is the MSHSL athletic eligibility. A couple main things that you need to know. That this is, when you sign this document and agree to it, it's valid for 12 months, a year, whether your child is participating or not in a given season. And that comes into effect as soon as you sign this agreement. There's a list, all these forms are available online when you're registering, and you'll have to check the boxes as you go through and register. But there's 11 items here. If you do not meet these 11 check marks, please contact me, and we can determine eligibility. Just continued on, within this form, there's the student code of responsibilities. And that's what the MSHSL wants their athletes to embody. And that is, they will respect the rights and beliefs of others and treat others with courtesy and consideration. They will be fully responsible for their own actions. And there's other things like they will respect property here in the school and when we travel. Those are the things that you agree to once you sign this document. The next questionnaire is a health questionnaire that every participant must fill out with the state of Minnesota. Okay? So you'll just go through this and fill out one by one via the online registration. The following slide shows the physical, sports physical examination clearance form. You will print this off, or your doctor will have one. You will submit it via online PDF or bring it to the office and they can put it in my box. All right, the fees for this upcoming school year haven't really changed much. So one thing I did do a little dig and trap shooting is $50. Robotics is $250. We have a brand new program, cross country. We are very glad to have part of our school. We are co-oping that with Legacy. So all the fees are listed down there. The junior high fee is listed below on each sport. You all have to do a uniform deposit. That's $100. That goes to me with a form that we'll get to, and it'll get shredded at the end of the year as long as the uniform is turned in. That is this form, and you must complete it and turn it in with that check for your deposit. I keep them all in a folder, and I will shred them at the end of the year once everybody's uniforms are turned in. When you're going through the process of registering, you're going to have to put emergency contacts in this registry. It will not let you go forward until you keep adding at least one emergency contact. And those are important for a coach that's out at a game. They can pull it up on their phone. They can find the emergency contact. The next two websites here, the first one is the NCAA conference. When you click on that, it'll bring you to the conference view. When you can navigate through there, that's our schedule. You can click on PACT Charter and it'll bring you up to the schedule. The next link at the bottom is how you would register for sports. So you will go to this link, register for your sport. It's really simple. I did it today as trying to sign my 3-year-old up, just navigating so I knew what to expect. And it's very simple for somebody that's maybe new to the system. I can show you that at the end once we get through some more things. When we're riding to and from events, okay, the student must ride the bus returning home from away contest unless an activity leader receives a signed permission slip before the game, not right after the game, right after the contest, before they get on the bus. Just so the coach knows who's coming with them and who's staying. Students are not allowed to ride home from a contest with a non-family member unless it's an emergency. Students may not, under any circumstances, transfer other students, with the exception of a sibling, to a school event. This includes practice. When traveling to and from an event, students will be required to sit separately according to genders, girls basketball team, boys basketball team. If there's room on the bus and the coach is okay with it, sorry, go ahead.
You said these are not necessarily applicable to every team, right?
No, trap shooting would not be one of them. Other than that would be every team. Robotics and trap. There is the $5 per person if a parent wants to ride the bus, as long as the coach is okay with that. And then, again, they must not transport themselves to any away contests. This is the form that you fill out. It's available online. To the school website, extracurricular, down at the bottom. You fill this out, just give it to the coach before the contest. The coach knows that you're going home. He can kind of organize things. It's a little chaotic being a coach at the end of the game, trying to get everything done. So it's good that they have this way ahead of time. This is a sample of the MSHSL sportsmanship parent guide for students, and the point of emphasis is, we just want to exhibit positive sportsmanship, whether we're traveling to an event or coming back. We want, another school to say, hey, we love playing PACT. Those kids really respect us, respect the area, and show a lot of class and sportsmanship. That's what we want to hear. So this emphasis, there's just key things that you can kind of pull from it. This is all in the registration process. You have to check and go through these. It's really important that your child understands these, and this is what's expected of them. The code of conduct and the student risks, okay? That's also a form when you're online registering that you'll have to read through and accept to go to the next window. And that's what I have for the slideshow. Now I wanted to bring up the two websites. So this is the MCA conference website. Now you will go and you will click on PACT Charter right here. And that'll bring you to our school website. When you're in this tab, you can view any schedules, and it's very mobile friendly too. So if you need to look up it, I have never had a problem with it. You can click on what sport you would like to view, and it'll pull up their schedule. You can also go on and hit the Notify Me button, which is right here, and it'll give you, you'll put in your email address, phone number, and you can click what sports you'd like to be notified with. That way, if there's any cancellations, any changes to games, you will automatically get a reminder sent to you. That's very important that you go on to the Notify Me. It's instant. Everybody likes instant things sent to them, and they can kind of plan their schedule around it. Then I'm going to go here to the activity registration. One second. Okay, so this is how you would register your student for an activity. You go down here to step 2, click here to fill out the registration form. Okay, and if you're a new user, you log in as a new user, and you just ask simple things: the first, last name, student ID, emergency contacts, and you go through the whole list of steps, and then you will get a registration confirmation. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of open it up for questions. I kind of went quickly through that, but I want to give enough time for our coaches to meet with all the players that are here. Any questions? No? Okay. Well, before I conclude here, I want to make a plug here. Extracurricular committee is looking for volunteers to sit on the committee. They meet every third Thursday starting in August, and it's a good way for volunteer hours to come help out and to be around in the program. If you're interested in that, just please let me know, or you can show up to the meetings starting in August. All right, so I'm going to point out the coaches, and I'll have them stand up, and then you can follow them to their rooms for more information. I will be around here if you guys have any questions, okay? Start out with Coach Murphy, our volleyball coach. All right, boys soccer, Coach Thompson, right there. Girls soccer, Coach Anderson. Cross country, Coach Morale. And track, Coach O'Brien. All right, so that's all I got for you today. You guys can follow your coaches, and I'll be around here for questions. Thank you very much.